Okay, I've got Hatch opened. I've changed the colour inside my hoop using background, colour inside hoop, and pop that in there. I'm going to change the colour of my solid hoop, more colours, and I want a very pale fawn custom. And it's such a weird colour. No, that's not right there. It's not a weird colour really, it's a lovely colour, but I'm trying to get the right base. Now let's lift that up. Teeny bit lighter than that. Okay. So it's close-ish to the colour of my fabric. I've got my object properties open and my resequence bar. Resequence bar is in your quick launch tabs over here, and I have to go to edit to get my object details or object properties. Now I want to bring in my piece of artwork, and go and pick up one of my weird flowers. Whoa, a lot. That's the one I want. Open. Humongously big. So I come up onto the context toolbar up here. Now if I click off that, that disappears. Click on it, comes back. And I come in here and I tell it, give it to me at 55%. And I hit enter. Fine, but I don't want it going straight up, so I'm going to twizzle it. Yeah, that would look okay coming up the side, or will I just take it to 15 degrees? I'll take it to 15 degrees. Now, I cropped this really tight, but of course when you bring it into the program and you start messing around, it readjusts the white background. Okay, tell this lock. If I find I need it twizzled around a bit more, then I can come with the actual design and turn it 15 degrees at a time, or rotate it a single degree at a time. Right. Now to save a little bit of time, I've also imported a few colours and changed my threads to Madeira Poly Neon. There are my Madeiras, and I simply tapped match all, and we can park that again. Actually no, I saw something. 1796 add. There we go. Now, I haven't got that doubled up, have I? No. That's okay. And tell this, go back to sleep now, sunshine. So there's my design. Colour of my fabric, only it is actually lighter than that. Let's just take it up a bit more. Background, solid colour. More custom. Okay. That's it. And the reason I wanted the colour match for my fabric is because I want to see how the colours stand out against it. And I know it won't look the same inside the program as it does when it's stitched, because we never get a true colour rendition. Okay, where to start? Now, I know there is a school of thought that says you always start as close as possible to the centre of the hoop. No, I don't. I look for places that I can travel and move around. This, I've decided, is part of that. And this and these belong to this stem, and the same colour as these. So I'm going to start on this one, and I'm going to use a fairly light green. And let's put that colour into my colour thumbnail, which shows the current one. Scoot in here, move my screen up, and start working on this. So, digitize close shape. It's on fill. I'm going to half it. Now, do I want it on tatty or do I want it on satin? Decisions. I'll try it on satin. If I don't like it, I can always come in and change it. Actually, thinking about it, I'll probably do it as a tatty. Now I'm lowering the bottom of my shape so as I've got a passageway down the design. And some of my nodes are being a bit close together, so maybe I will go for tatami. In fact, I'm going to do the whole shape in tatami. Tatami. It's just me being lazy. Start at the top again, because that allows me to finish either at the bottom or very close to the bottom. Bring that down as far as there. No, don't like that last one. Let's kill that curve just there. enter that node just there. There we go, one bright green. Do I want it? No. Go and select it first, Maggie. Doesn't work without selecting it. I'm going to do that and plain to tell me. And then I'm going to add stitch angles. Okay, tell that stop. Oh, I missed something. Now it's not going to love me. Stop. I have to come out of True View and open shape. It's put it there. I keep forgetting I've got this one set for magnification, not scroll. So I'm turning my middle wheel and it's... Oh look, rectangular snip. Well, that's just told you how I cropped my shape. Okay, digitize closed shape, outline, satin. Select, reshape, just move that one to this side. Thank you. Tell that stop. Close shape, and this time I'm going to use an embossed fill. Actually, I'm going to show it to you. Now this works in version 5 as well as in Hash. Okay. Digitize closed shape. What am I doing? I'm playing. I'm playing with the purpose. Okay. Select it. Go and choose a pattern. Thank you. And I'm going to go for that one, feathers, and it's set on grid. If I show you that in True View, all it does is go straight across, hasn't taken any notice of the shape that I've made. Right, now I'm going to put in some angles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hit enter. Now it's still not really following the shape. Select. Fill. Turn pattern based on stitch angles. Let me show you that in true view. Turn pattern based on stitch angles. Now, did you see the way the pattern changed? There it is. That's working on the grid. This is working on the stitch angles. The pattern is still there, but it is now following the shape of my worm. So let's go and try it on a different pattern, because I think this is wonderful. We'll look at blossoms. Oh, right, that's on grid. That's on based on angles. Let's go and find another one. I like Ziggy. I wish we'd had this in version 4 and 4.5. Ziggy 1. Based on grid. Based on angles. Okay, let me get rid of that and get back to this design. I'll go with Tatami. I want Tatty 1. Thank you. Okie doke. Now, as I said, that based on angles is also available in version 5. It's not purely a hatch function. There we go. That's better. And bring that down to the base. I know it doesn't love me when I do that because the stitches are too narrow, but that's where I want it. And then go and pick up my Digitize Open Shape. Now I travel to the ends of my shapes because that allows me then to get my finish point roughly where I want it. So Digitize Close Shape, Fill, Satin. I'm using the satin as a foil against the tatami stitch. It's the two textures are contrasting. And then digitize close shape again. Oh, I've got to hit the toolbar again. Invade the main part of the stem. Okay. Now I've got to get down through here to here, put him in, and him, and these. So I go for my daily walk. Take it out of true view. Let's look for the best route down. There it is. Digitize closed shape. And I got so used to the amount of stretchiness allowance inside of version 4 and version 4.5, which was 0.6, that Maggie. Cute. I had not worried too much about the size of my overlaps, but of course you have to worry about the size of your overlaps, because otherwise you will end up getting gapsiosis, which is gaps between objects where you don't want them. Okay, so that's the wrong colour. Maggie, you are a twit. That's part of that. So let's tell that undo. What I wanted was to get down here to put these in. Open shape. See, that's what happens when I talk. And I've done it again. I come as far as there and I hit enter. Right, now I continue because I want to backtrack, and I don't want to backtrack all the way back up to that leaf. I only want to backtrack to the start of the scroll or the curlicue. Okay, select, backtrack, and turn the backtrack to back stitch with 5 stitches and increase that to 25 for the width, because what I don't want happening is the back stitch disappearing into that slightly hairy surface. I want it to be seen. Now, where else do I have to have the bright green? I've got it up there, I've got it here. I want it here and here. Then I want a different green for this, and the same green that I used there for this and this, and also for the stem and these. Okay, so in the next video we'll start doing those.